There's been a lot of sports writers flapping their yaps about us getting soft.
Stepping on your own dick.
Doing the thing here.
What? This is where men are men and the boys stay on the side and watch what's going on. What?
In the world of wrestling, the fans can react however they want.
And there is no one that does it better.
Getting color commentary.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Let's fucking go.
Count my fucks. Count my fucks. Count my fucks.
I wait until. Oh, there it is. I wait until I see the thing going before I, actually start talking.
Very fair.
That's what she said.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Color Commentary, episode 10. We're officially in double digits.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck it.
Woo.
We made it. Yeah.
I am Father Lloyd. Sitting next to me, of course, is the sexy one, the six-string samurai, one Mr. Derek Harvard.
That's me. I put sauce on noodles.
It's true. Well, that's not what makes you sexy, but.
No.
But you do put sauce on noodles. Lots of noodles. We'll get to you in a second. You know what we're going to be doing tomorrow?
What are we going to be doing tomorrow?
Watching noodles.
Watching sauce, baby.
Again, there will be a bunch of buckets on heads
bucket.
tomorrow. There will be a bucket full of heads tomorrow. Sitting across from me, of course, is the man who twists the knobs. One Mr. Aaron BT Silty. Wait, do I ever use his real name? Do I ever say the whole thing?
You usually do.
Okay, I don't. I don't pay attention to what we fucking do here.
You don't have to.
That's what you do. That's a BT job. Paying attention is a BT job. Father Lloyd just goes out, kisses the baby, shakes the hands. I'm the least sexy of all of us, but I'm the face. Go figure.
Right. I just edged getting us canceled.
You just edge. The BT this week stands for Between the.
The Buried in Me or the Horizon?
No, just Between the.
Oh, okay. The cheats, there's so many euphemisms that start that way.
You know what?
You can finish the sentence however you want.
And if you want to finish that sentence, you can go ahead and leave it down below in the comments. And tell us what comes after Between the when it comes to one Mr. Silty here.
Right. Because the BT stands for Aaron, because we all went to public school in America.
Also, I'd like to thank our very first sponsor, finally. I got a couple thank yous to give out, and I'm going to let you give out the second one because I know how much it means to you. But I do want to thank our very first sponsor, Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys.
Oh, yes. Long-time supporter.
Big fans of Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys. You should check them out.
Thank you, Belgium?
Yes, yes. I was going to let you.
Okay,
I wanted you to thank all of our listeners in Belgium.
Yeah. Keep doing it. Tell your friends in Belgium. Tell them we're cool.
The only time I'll bring up this, this week. When I used to do a show before this, we also were big in Belgium.
I mean,
go figure.
Are you big in Belgium?
I don't
Is this
think
the thing?
I don't think so. But when we brought this up earlier, it's like, we have this listenership in Belgium. I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. No, they probably just love wrestling in Belgium and are starved for content.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we got your backs.
Yeah, the Belgianese are big grappling fans.
Belgianese.
Well, we'll learn more things about Belgium,
they
how to pronounce the people who live there.
I know they like waffles and wrestling. I guess that's all I got.
I mean, I bet that offended more people than what I just said.
I apologize to our friends in Belgium.
Yeah.
I mean, what if
we haven't talked about our people in Russia yet?
I mean, we got a couple.
Worldwide.
What if you just did that?
Oh, wow.
What did I just do?
I thought I was going to edge us getting canceled. Well, carry on, sir.
No, like a
I
stereotype.
don't even want to be part
like
of
a
this.
stereotype.
It is a stereotype.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
However, you're phrasing.
You know the Alex Jones rally is down the street, right? Moving on.
I didn't hear about that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the sun's out in Portland. It's protest time. Grab a sign and have at it.
Whoa. I'm still trying to... Ooh. Can we start over?
We'll see if that stays in.
So wrestling news
Just a
this
big
week.
my hole at the very beginning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is off to a great start. Let's talk about some news and rumors this week.
Yeah, where are we starting?
Where do we start?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, we were talking about this a minute ago while Derek was inside.
The fuck?
You guys know about this beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Is that right? Is that the guys that are beefing?
I've heard a little bit about it.
Fair enough. Well, don't mean shit, because you know what? The real beef in music right now, of course, has got to be...
This is what all the kids are talking about.
Of course, all the kids are talking about Chris Jericho and his war of words with one Sebastian Bach, former lead singer of the rock group Skid Row.
See, it's funny, folks, because 0 kids are talking about either of those two
I don't
people.
think anybody.
Well, just the two of them.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And again, this has been going on for forever. Blah blah blah.
For a good while.
Two dudes with giant fucking egos. One can actually sing, the other cannot. I'll leave it up to you all to figure out which one is which. And the one who can't sing thinks he can fucking blow the other one's fucking voice out of the water. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jericho. You know, for a lot of things that you've done in the past, and a lot of things your wife has done in the past, too many blue hairs.
Too many blue hairs.
Oh, that was fucking hysterical. Come on, Rhonda, it's time to go. Too many blue hairs.
We out of here.
Oh, that was so good. Sebastian Bach is a phenomenal vocalist, even still in his day. And again, if you haven't picked up by now, me and Derek specifically are very big fans of heavy metal, hard rock, whatever you want to fucking call it these days.
If it has the guitars, I am listening.
Again, this has been going on for forever. These two need to just fucking stop. It's absolutely ridiculous. Did you see the shirts that Jericho made?
No. But,
I am not aware of shirts.
I would like to.
Okay, literally, and we will move on.
Yeah, describe them to me.
This is like not interesting to anybody who doesn't care about this, if you know what I'm saying. They have like this the Skid Row font, the logo, which I'm sure you are familiar with.
Yes.
It just says Skid No, and it's just a fucking picture of Bach with a fucking crossed out.
Jesus. So my favorite part of this beef that I've seen, I feel like Sebastian Bach has won because Jericho challenged him to a sing-off.
Correct.
And Sebastian Bach responded by saying, we might as well do a wrestle-off because you can, or I can wrestle just about as good as you can sing.
Ooh. So let's also point out how this whole thing did start was that Sebastian Bach, I forget if he called Jericho out. I think Jericho said something about him. Not I don't fucking remember. All I know is Jericho sings the tracks, and Bach had a thing about that. And Jericho was like, "Oh, you know, I only used them for this and this." And my personal feeling, nobody should be using fucking lead vocal tracks. That's simple. If you want to have backing tracks for backing stuff,
Like, in your ear, fine.
Sure.
Sure, in your ear, but live again.
Yeah.
This is a discussion. You know, sorry guys, couldn't play the show today. Our computers went down. Fuck you. Pick up your fucking instruments
My
and play.
MacBook died. Show's canceled.
Oh, man. It is always, like... It's so... We work in the music industry, so every day at work, we're watching multiple bands. Every time you see a sold-out room, and you can tell that person up there on the stage is not actually singing, and just, like, I feel bad for the rest, like, the people that bought tickets. I'm like, you guys got ripped off.
You can listen to this on Eddie Trunk's podcast. He talks about it all the time, which is a big part of the Sebastian Bach fucking Jericho thing, because he's buddies with both of them, and kind of plays it off, you know.
Who's not buddies with Eddie Trunk, so...
Oddly enough, you know who's not buddies with Eddie Trunk?
Shoot.
Me.
Wow.
Wait, do you guys have beef, or do you just not know each other?
No, we don't know each other. I personally would love to sit down and fucking have a drink or seven with fucking Eddie Trunk. That would be fantastic.
I mean, as all of you know, I hate music, so I have no idea who this person is.
I would say even if you did super love music, right?
Fair.
It just like you missed it by a few years.
Imagine if I devoted all of my time to just being an actual music journalist and had done that my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I would be Eddie Trunk. Like,
okay.
like
Pretty much.
he's again, like he's, and I'm not trying to be ego or toot my own horn here, if you will. My cup runneth over.
Right.
It took us this long and he hadn't said it yet. He's a music historian, like myself.
Okay.
His knowledge of stuff, he's a guy like me, like read every fucking liner note, could tell you who.
I think it's fun to point out he's an unintentional music historian. Like, he's just been around so much shit for so long and just been involved. He knows all the stuff from being around. He didn't, like, sit down and go, I'm going to learn everything about rock and roll. He just experienced everything about rock and roll.
Yes, but I also disagree in the sense of that he, much like myself and yourself, has been into music their whole life. Mm-hmm. You know, he was listening to Kiss when he was 9 years old. He grew up loving music and paying attention, and it was his passion. It is his passion.
Right.
So him being
picked up a guitar, played 3 notes, and go, I'm going to talk about music instead.
Correct. He'll be the first person to tell you that he cannot play guitar.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I have these all hanging in my house. This was given to me by this person, this person, this person. Like,
I pay somebody to dust them. They're really nice. They look real great up there.
One of his houses in Vegas. Oh, he's got 2 houses. He's got a house in Jersey and a house in Vegas. Anyway, we're going to stop talking about this fucking thing. We're moving on. Let's talk about some wrestling stuff. Let's do this way. There's been a lot of releases in the past week, more on the AEW side than anything else. I didn't write down the NXT stuff. There's also a bunch of contracts that are up either as of right now or in the next week to 2.
Yeah, real soon.
We'll go with, like I said, the AEW releases. Nothing real major here because Arn Anderson being released, his contract just didn't renew. I think that's what this was with all of these. The contracts were not renewed and they decided to walk away.
I mean, I feel like AEW is bloated right now, and this is something
everything's bloated.
They need to do that.
Right, but if you're going to get rid of people, these aren't the people you should be. Again, Arn Anderson. No big loss there in the sense that you weren't doing anything with him really since Cody left.
Well, yeah, and his son.
And what?
He tried to do something with his son.
Any thoughts on Cody right around this same time period? Mentioning, man, I'd love to have an old school manager.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, go figure.
Yeah, give my friend a
job. Jake Hager, Jack Swagger.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff about him, like people speculating him going back to the WWE. Do you guys see that happening?
Well, that was something I was going to bring up with the next person.
Okay.
Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who, again, AEW, hasn't really done much with him. Even, he was commentator for Rampage, which obviously if they're not doing the show anymore, there's no work for him there.
Is Rampage completely done?
I don't know how. Yes.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of it's not a regular show.
Yeah.
If they do something, sorry, I was looking at the line there. They might do a special something like in a house show.
Well,
there's no Rampage brand per se at this point.
I see a benefit and a reason for WWE to absorb Mark Henry.
Yeah,
I don't see those reasons for Jack Swagger.
Mark Henry is a excellent person to have
backstage, which is what they were using him for AEW. But it's also, we are getting to a point in both organizations. You'll want to throw Impact into this also, that there are so many.
I mean, we kind of have to now that door's open.
Yes, we'll also be talking about that shortly.
We'll get to that.
Portal,
a window.
Yeah.
There are so many veterans at this point. When you look at the fact, obviously, that the wrestling boom of the 80s, 90s, early 2000s had many superstars, have all these great minds. Well, everybody's getting jobs because, we'll put you in a backstage role. Well, hey, Devon Dudley, here's your role. Shane Helms, here's you. Jamie Noble, pick Tommy Dreamer, pick anybody that they're putting back. Dean Malenko.
Whoop whoop.
There's so many of them out there that it's oversaturated. You can't just we can't have everybody.
Yeah, you can't hire everybody.
And yes, Mark Henry is a great mind, and I'm sure that they will take him. Mark Henry is going back to WWE.
There's a legit benefit to having him.
Arn Anderson, once again, if it wasn't for the Cody thing, he would not be going. That is 100%. They're going to bring Arn in.
I feel like it.
Just to wait for it now.
Hager, he never had a come up in the sense of he debuted in WWE. I think he may have like been down in OVW and did training there, but still, to me, that's them training him to be where they want him.
Right.
And obviously, he has a collegiate background. He has the things that he has. So it wasn't like you had to teach this guy how to wrestle. But he had no career before his run in WWE. Other than his AEW run, he's never wrestled for anybody else.
Well, didn't he have like an
He had an
MMA,
MMA, yes.
thing for a little bit?
But I think he undefeated, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe it was a pretty decent career.
But I think he also only had like
very
3 or 4
short
fights.
career. But, yeah.
I did 2 wins. Yay, I quit.
That's more wins than Punk.
Yeah, more wins than Punk.
Going out on top.
More wins than Batista.
It wouldn't surprise me for them to take him back just to see what they could do with him for his actual return run to his home. The last person on this list is Paige Van Zant. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Negative on this?
No.
Fair enough. Another person who was going to the QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes wrestling school.
Oh, okay.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she was also an MMA fighter at one point.
Okay.
Same thing. She didn't progress in wrestling at all, so I think they just let her go. So none of this is a big surprise, and it's all people that, in the grand scheme, doesn't matter. You're not using Arn on TV. You're not using Jake on TV. Jake's biggest thing in the past 2 years
was
has been
that fucking stupid hat.
Right. Exactly. Mark Henry, like I said, you're flying him out. You're having him at all the shows, but he's not on screen. He's not even doing really interviews, not doing anything other than being a mentor backstage, which is a great position for him.
Oh, absolutely. And
Paige Van Zant, I can't even think the last time I saw her on an AEW program. I mean, it's at least eight months to a year, pretty much when she was coming out with All Ego Ethan Page, who welcome to the NXT roster, sir.
Big time.
And that was a faction that they had. The dude that was the talker guy. Anyway, I'll come back to it.
Yeah. One thing I'd love to know is how Tony Khan felt about Mark Henry being, like, I think he's a co-host on Busted Open Radio, right?
He is one.
Oh, just like having one of your employees on a show that regularly talks mad shit about your company.
Right, but if he's there and not talking shit, that's one less person on the show.
Well, sure, but like...
Well, okay. I haven't listened to Busted Open in a while.
I mean...
Mark Henry, it's Mark, Dave LaGreca, Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer is on there sometimes. I think Thunder Rosa also does stuff, at least the last time that I've been listening. And it's like Tuesdays you get Bully Ray, Wednesdays you get Mark Henry. It's always Dave LaGreca hosting the show. Some days it's 2 of them. Some days, everybody.
I didn't realize that it was the hosting switched up that often. And
I'm just wondering how Busted Open isn't the name of a Pacific Northwest hardcore band. Get to work, guys.
I think Colin took that last week.
Oh, yeah?
Shout outs. Let's flip this over to the WWE side of this. And these aren't releases.
These are
contracts
that
have just expired or are about to. And obviously, we can't talk about this without talking about Becky Lynch right now.
Yep.
Becky Lynch's contract is up. Everything says that there's been no re-signing. We know that Seth re-signed.
Right.
We all know. Look, let's just call this how everybody sees this. Everybody, not me, not you, anybody that's talked about this. Becky's not going anywhere.
No, she may not come back right away.
Yeah,
but she's not going anywhere.
The most likely thing is that she is going back to WWE.
There's no
like
she will resign.
I mean,
she's taking some well-deserved and well-earned time off.
Definitely,
right. If she wants to. We're speculating even that.
Yeah.
Again, drink for getting worked. We all know how this goes. She could show up tomorrow and be like, "Ha, we got you."
Something I noticed on Raw.
She had watched Raw.
She had just her contract had just expired 2 or 3 days before that.
Correct.
And they were name dropping her, talking about her with Lyra
Valkyria.
Okay.
Takeshita.
your mix up of her name all the time got in my head. I was like, wait a minute, I'm questioning.
Oh, the old Taya trip
yeah.
up? Yeah.
But yeah, they were name dropping her, talking about like how much of an inspiration and like working with her and like all this stuff, and, like putting her over still, and like that's something that they don't usually do, at least in the past, with wrestlers whose contracts have expired. They'll usually just not talk about them unless they're talking about them as like, oh, way back in the fucking distant past, this person who was like working for us did something.
Okay, it's also this simple. Has she been removed from the roster page on the website?
No.
I haven't looked. You looked?
No, she
She
hasn't.
She hasn't, and I haven't looked. And fight me in the comments below.
Exactly.
'Cause,
I'm
yeah,
with that.
Fair.
Horseshit.
Very fair.
I said it on a forum online. I saw Father saw it. If she signs to AEW, I will eat my hat.
Hey, that's my gimmick from another show from a while ago.
I know. And I used it very specifically because I don't usually eat hats or put hats on the line. I'm a beard better.
I would like.
I will fucking eat a hat.
I would like to point out I have still never eaten a hat.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man.
This one is surprising, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but next week, Chad Gable's contract is up.
I was aware of that, yeah, and that is fucking crazy. Like, what are they doing, letting these contracts go, get this close?
I mean, it works. Exposure. We're talking about it.
Well, yeah, no, it does,
You know,
but
we're reading about it.
But all you got to do is do this in kayfabe. Like, technically, we don't know if any of this isn't
Yeah, like they
out of kayfabe,
right. So drink, baby.
but very fair. But like, I am aware that somebody that should be, I believe, was in the position to be responsible for this recently got fired.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that this
But
isn't.
This has happened multiple times over the years.
I think it's feeding the socials. To be honest, I think letting this happen feeds the socials, feeds interest, feeds exposure, and is a brilliant idea.
All right.
Yeah. Also, I don't see Chad going anywhere.
No.
But, ask me after Clash.
Yeah.
Humberto Carrillo, as well as his tag team partner Angel Garza, both of them, their contracts are up August 1st.
You guys know I'm not as familiar with SmackDown as the two of you are. How much do they use them down there?
I mean, as wrestlers, or even in spots and promos, or both.
Both.
Stop booking.
Start.
They push them for 2 weeks, pull them off.
Okay.
3 weeks later, they'll come back. They win a match. They pull them off for a week. They come back. They
Right.
lose a
It's
match.
that. It's
all
that.
stop.
Are you just like honoring their contracts? I gotta give you 12 matches. We split them up like this. You show up in the back.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was one of them one of their gimmicks that they'd like beat you and like shove a rose in your fucking trunks?
Correct.
I thought that was fun.
You sure that wasn't the tuxedo mask hentai I sent you?
The winter is harsh in a snow-driven northern land. However, the only ones who should be allowed to accentuate this winter landscape are lovers.
No big loss there. I could see WWE signing them. I could see them letting them go.
No, I could see them letting them go just as easily.
They're
good workers.
They are, and
They are good workers,
they
but
have-
with the superstar bloat, a lot of superstars are going to become workers, and it's a little weird.
Yeah.
See, now I wish I would have saved those two till last so I could have run into the next thing, but we'll get
Whatever.
there. Well, cool. This one, Natalia. Natty's contract is up in like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I see him renewing her. I don't.
Yeah,
see them
I don't
having
see
an
her
issue.
going anywhere.
No, absolutely not.
She like in the role she's in right now, bouncing back and forth, propping up new talent. Like, yeah, absolutely. There's no reason to send her off.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for her to go because, very honestly, she's too big of a star to go down to Impact.
Right.
Yeah.
She's.
I'm sure AEW would love to have Hart family representation.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Other
especially
than
with the
Owen's wife.
Right.
but it's so convoluted over there right now.
Right.
That if you're going to bring in another ex WWE women's star, and do
To
what?
what? Beat up Serena Deebs?
Or
Yeah.
you're going to put her against Sasha, and which one of them is going to win? The one that you're paying $12 million a fucking contract
Right.
for, or the one you're going to give like a fucking $1 million contract to?
Yeah.
But, which brings me to the next thing, in the sense of TNA and WWE this week.
The no portal, the forbidden hole, the I'm out of fucking ideas.
Let's talk about Jordan Grace showing up.
Yeah, with their little jacket that said NXTNA. Please hashtag the fuck out of that.
I
and make
like
it
that.
stick.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I would love clarification on, like, is this just something that she's doing? Is this a plan that they're, like, working on to, like,
I mean, she's the
continue?
face of this crossover.
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
and she's probably the best person that TNA has to be doing something like this.
Right.
Like, she's, as far as I know, like the most recognizable person, at least for me, down in TNA to come up and me be like, oh shit.
Right. When she popped out at the Royal Rumble, it was like, oh dang.
Yeah, it was like, fuck.
Oh dang.
Well, that's the thing. We obviously seen over the past couple years that WWE and TNA have some sort of working agreement, for lack of a better way to put it. We saw that when Mickie James came back for the Rumble.
Yep.
We saw that last Rumble with Jordan Grace. There's also, they've been talking lately, Xavier Woods has been talking about how New Day would like to go over to Impact, which I think is going to be something that they're working on. Which
I think that would be fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
But it brings up, like I was saying, I can see Carrillo or Garza going to Impact. I can see Natty, if they're going to have a working relationship and you want to do something, put her over there. Mm-hmm. Let her go do some stuff. Baron Corbin would be somebody else I could see them, fucking...
Poor Baron.
Like, yeah, take some of these people who are kind of like the New Day. I wouldn't say that they're floundering. I don't feel like
What do you do with the New Day at this point?
Well,
they're like, what, 27-time fucking world champions?
yeah, I like what they're doing
break them
right
up
now.
Or move them on.
I
That's
don't
the
think
only
that they're
options.
ever going to break up. I don't think they're ever going to break up the New Day, or at least the New Day are going to fight tooth and nail to not be broken up.
Why? You could...
Because they
No, you break them
they
up
love
for
it.
3 years, and then you reunite them
Sure,
again, and
sure.
bam.
Well, you got to wait for Big E to come back.
Right, Booty-O sales go through the roof.
I could be wrong about this, but I believe it is written into all three of their contracts that the only way they can be split up is if the three of them decide that they want to do it. Like creative could come to them and be like, well, we feel it's time, and they have the right to be like, I'm creative control, if you will, Daddy.
Right.
On that particular, it's like, no, we're not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that I've heard several interviews with them, like all of them saying the exact same thing of like, no, we don't ever want to break up. We don't want, like, we want to be that one team that like never does it.
I mean, but they can also stay together and then separate and do singles pushes.
No,
as,
of course,
as
no.
independents
I would love to see that
from the same stable, right?
Yeah.
Like, not you don't have to
Well, yeah,
kill
no,
the stable.
they don't have- yeah,
to
exactly.
split them up.
But yeah, like, if they went down to TNA, like that would be such a boon for fucking TNA. Like that would get so many more eyes on their product and all of that. Like it would bring a lot more legitimacy to them.
Almost everyone I talk to that watches TNA, like me, DVRs it. None of us watch it live.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's a weird timing for...
Johnny Apollo may watch it live. That may be the
Right?
only person I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that actually...
Right. Collectively, one person we can think of may do that.
But like, yeah, like it would be good for TNA. It'd be good for the company, and I feel like it would also be good for the talent that gets sent down there. Of like, it'd be very similar to like sending a main roster person back down to NXT, and they can go and instead of being like, you know, just another wrestler on the roster who's like not getting very much time, to being a big fish in a small pond.
Right.
making other larger fish.
So yeah, I would love to see the companies merge. Like
It'd be very
NXTNA
interesting.
being a fucking actual thing would fix my issues with NXT and my issues with TNA because their rosters are both so small. They actually need each other to fucking push more people.
See, I disagree. The NXT roster is fucking huge. It's like fucking 60 people.
Yeah, but when you watch the shows, it's the
only-
same.
right,
It's the same
exactly.
15. Right.
Yeah, because
But I mean, you could say that about AEW. You could say that about WWE. You know?
yeah. But like NXT, you only have so many camera ready.
Right. I still feel I don't want to watch anyone in NXT fight Trick. Like I think he's, for lack of a better term, like above it. Mm-hmm. But didn't get drafted, so it's just going to be super awesome at the top of it for a really long time. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have been known to let people just kind of stagnate down there.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, WWE events are full of whoop that tricks.
Yeah.
You say mark ass tricks?
Whoop that trick.
Oh, trick ass marks?
Trick ass
mark ass busters.
I'm very interested in seeing what comes of this.
Right.
Like how things
Like I
evolve.
said, of course we like the forbidden entrance angle thing, but I'd love to see him hard march.
The Purple Portis Portal.
The purple portal punching peacocks. Wow. Picking pickle peppers.
Purple Rain.
If you know, you know.
Purple rain.
It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
It all really depends on how serious they will get with this, and no matter what, WWE doesn't need the rub from TNA.
No, they don't.
TNA definitely needs the rub from WWE, and how much do you give? You're not going to send Cody Rhodes down there.
No.
You're not going to send Roman Reigns over to just do a fucking spot because
Well, they don't even send Roman Reigns out to WWE shows.
Yeah.
wow. Wow.
Hey, bring Tribal Chief. That's me calling you out.
Yeah, like the stars that go down will make a fucking impact.
Phrasing.
The sexual innuendo. Fantastic.
I'm very excited.
I love when the wrestlers go down. Speaking of wrestlers going down,
Oh shit.
Jesus.
you like that one?
Very, very much so.
Talk about grilling JR.
Ooh, that was good. That was good, actually.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Missy Hyatt, wrestling queen of the '80s, and by wrestling queen I mean.
Yeah, can you give us a little background on this? Because I know I remember the name.
Personal comfort specialist.
To be very nice about it, and I mean Missy will tell you about her sexual exploits and what she's done and who she's been with. And
Hell
blah,
yeah,
blah,
be
blah,
proud.
blah, blah.
Hopefully in
Be
a book.
proud.
Girl, make some money.
Well, also she was she was with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert for a long time.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they were actually married or not, but they were a couple for a very long time. Whatever she did behind his back is another fucking thing altogether. It's like it's a Sunny situation.
A Sonny.
She's the original Sunny, for lack of any other better way to put it.
Even though lately you've had some sunny days, my friend.
She was the gorgeous, the most beautiful woman in wrestling. Everybody loved her. Apparently, behind the scenes, she was very free with herself, and fucking more power to you. I'm
Yeah,
not
hell yeah.
no shaming on this fucking show. We know that.
Yeah.
As long as everybody's happy.
But
Fucking
she came out
let's
last
go.
week, and I guess
As
talked
long
about
as you
it.
stay in frame and the camera's focused, we're good.
She had a relationship with good old JR. And apparently, she's like, he rocked my world, I rocked his world. Apparently, JR also been very outspoken about his wife Jan that passed away. How much that's. I guess Missy states that they dated afterwards for a minute or two, and just it was interesting to me that all of a sudden it's kind of weird for you to say this now and to be like, oh, this happened after Jan passed and this and Just
Well,
Missy Hyatt just checking off another fucking
why
name.
did it even?
Right. Last Thursday,
Why
had
did
a
it
great
even
time
come
with
up?
So and so.
You know,
I mean,
I really don't remember the context. She was doing an interview with somebody, probably, she
I'm going to say an interview, and at some point with, her past, it's going to come up.
started talking about how much she loves JR's hot sauce.
I mean,
or
sure.
barbecue sauce. Fair.
Okay, remember when I gave you credit for the last one that was good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking it
No.
back.
That one
He's
was
taking it back.
That
Too
one
far?
was not so
much?
great.
Oh.
Oh, well, it wasn't enough. That's the problem.
Oh.
See,
Okay.
you're better than that.
Fair.
And that's something Missy didn't say.
Anybody else got anything they want to talk about as far as news or anything this week?
No, I mean,
Yeah. Not
that's
really.
pretty much it. It's been contracts. It was like a week of
Yeah.
Becky speculation and me yelling at people online that they're morons.
It's true, folks. He does that. He yells at people online.
Yeah.
He's one of those. He's one of them.
I am.
Keyboard warrior.
Yeah, in my mom's basement. That's my house and not my mom's.
Not the mama.
No.
Not.
To get this out of the way, we'd also like to bring up Blaine's zipper,
Oh.
which, because you know what, I'm going to say this. I made a comment about a minute ago that we don't shame on this show.
Except that one in that circumstance where we always shame.
Have you all noticed the zipper is always up now?
Oh, yes. This is personal encouragement happening.
Yes.
Through abuse. I mean, hyper awareness.
Light teasing.
Yeah.
Just remember, when he finally snaps, he's going to get me first.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna
probably.
stab you 12 times, and with your final breath, you're like, I can see your balls.
All right, so we want to talk about some of the shows this week.
Sure.
There's no pay-per-views, which was fucking awesome.
Which
because
is nice.
Right. Well, it's pay-per-view prep.
I mean, there's another pay-per-view.
That's why this
coming.
show will only be an hour as opposed to the 3-hour last show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3-hour show.
Yeah. You're welcome. /sorry.
Oh God. Yeah. So let's talk about Raw.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Raw. That happened on Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was I working Monday? Oh, hardcore show.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Yeah. Man.
You were up to here with spite.
Yeah. Some kid dislocated his kneecap.
Hell yeah. Brotherhood.
I'm sure he had a
Unity.
fun time.
And he left in an ambulance.
He left in an
and
ambulance.
nobody got points for
Yeah,
it.
nobody had
Nobody
him.
got
Nobody had him and
points.
got the extra points. Damn it.
Raw.
All right. So yeah, Raw. Raw started with Liv Morgan coming out, talking some shit, and then Dominic Mysterio came out, and
Of the club.
no,
There was mine for the week.
Dominic came out. He talked some shit. Was afraid of his mommy getting mad at him for getting Liv the championship twice.
That's the least thing she's going to be mad at him about.
That is. Liv tried to force herself on him. There's a lot of like.
I don't know. It was forceful. It was very aggressive gifting.
It was, yeah. Like
You say grifting?
Yeah, all of the above.
like if Liv Morgan was a man and Dominic was a woman, people would be
Tread lightly.
Insert woke joke here.
upset about this. I'm just saying.
Come on, Rondo, we're out of here.
Too much blue hair up in here.
I'm just saying, man.
I bet you guys are all vaccinated too, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes, as required by our employer.
Yes, thank you, sir. I'm sorry that we can't allow you with your gun into our building right now.
Yeah. On this list of things you need for a reggae show. Guns just aren't on the list.
Okay, we're almost being too specific. That could get us into trouble, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So let's
That's true. And of course, we're talking about the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah.
bang bang scissor gang.
But yeah, you know.
This one's for you, Pooter, and your Eisner winning wife.
Bang Bang.
Just for him.
So, moving on. Finn Balor came out to the rescue for Dominic, pushed Liv away from him.
Cock blocking motherfucker.
Right?
Oh, and it's Finn Balor, so those trunks leave nothing to the imagination.
His pants have gotten better.
Well, yes.
They're baggier in the front.
I was going to make a joke
now.
about that burrito sitting there, and it's all I'm saying is, man, when you're sitting in the front row and he's up on the fucking ring apron, it's in your face.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
You would know. You would know better than us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, social media is eating this up. People love it. These videos are viewed. They like the fade. They like the drama.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. It's bringing a ton of attention. I could care less about it, but
Yeah.
everyone else seems to really like, this spin. So
I think it's
cool.
It's interesting how they're playing it. I feel like if it was maybe 5 years ago, Dom would be into it. You know?
You mean Liv?
What?
Like he would be into
Yes.
getting with Liv?
Yeah, he'd be into like, oh, mommy's not here. I've got this attractive woman throwing herself at me. Go for it. And
So what you're saying is, while mommy's away, Dirty Dom will play.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the way that they're going about it right now, it's not the same old. So it's like, okay, where are we going with this?
He'll bite
How
that
is this
hook.
going to, evolve? And it makes it interesting.
This is where Bobblehead
at least
swoops
a
in
little bit.
and fucking.
I mean, that would be pretty funny.
And says what? Choose me?
Who do you think has bigger eyes, Bobblehead or Liv?
Liv.
Probably.
Now, if Bobblehead had Liv's eyes, his head wouldn't look so big.
Damn it! Now I need to.
We're
do
gonna
that.
we're gonna give you that. We need you to put a graphic up.
The J.D. McDonough bobblehead
Yeah.
with Liv Morgan's eyes.
Yeah.
Or Betty Davis.
Right next to Zoot.
I mean,
Yes.
right next to Zoot.
Toot toot goes the Zoot.
That would be fun, like a fun angle for Liv to approach this from. Of like, I'm going to seduce Dominic, and then break his heart by fucking JT.
All right.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. Get ready to never pull that I told you so out.
I mean, yeah, no, it's probably not going to happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen, but it'll probably be Finn or Damien.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see.
I'd rather a prince than a champion.
All right. So, moving on from that.
All I'm saying
That's
is,
just my bisexual undertaking.
and you can't teach that.
Nope, you can't teach that. So, getting to the wrestling.
Getting to the wrestling. You know what? Let's
Yeah.
get to the wrestling.
Yeah.
Don't look at that. What happened on Raw that you want to talk about? Let's not break down everything
All right,
bit
all
by
right,
bit
all right.
by bit.
Well, I do want to talk about this first match. Fucking Ludwig Kaiser going up against Sheamus.
The Great White, Brad
And fucking Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser fucked Sheamus up.
You are correct.
It was a good match. It was a good dismantling of a fucking like powerhouse wrestler.
And it's a good showcase as Ludwig as a technical wrestler.
It really made Ludwig like rise up in my rankings of like workers, you know?
You're saying you finally saw something in him that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, no, good match.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we should probably talk about the cut cam.
Yeah. Let's talk about the murder.
Dude,
Murder.
yeah.
What about the people he murdered?
Braun Breaker going up against
Irish superstar.
Irish superstar
Rick
O'Shea. God. Braun is everything Braun does, I'm here for. Like, I'm glad that he's wrestling other wrestlers with notable names now.
Right.
That it like
and I kind of like the feed me powerhouse storyline.
Yeah.
I dig it.
But
Feed me is somebody else's thing. You
It
can't,
is.
You can't do that with Braun Breaker.
In the
as far as I am aware, that man has retired several times over. Just on Twitter
talk about
alone.
the plant from Little Shop, man.
Oh. We're talking.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember his.
You're talking about Ryback. You're talking about Audrey.
I am.
Yes.
Well, technically,
Audrey
the plan
too.
would be to Audrey too. Oh, God, I love that fucking movie.
Yep.
Yeah. One of us has the soundtrack for that on vinyl. I'll let you all figure out which one of us it is.
It's the one with the vinyl.
Touche.
But yeah, he.
We're gonna need an Audrey too.
An Audrey too.
Yep.
Sure.
Also with Liv Morgan's eyes.
Did it even have?
It's gonna end up looking like some bastardized Chris Snows commercial.
This will be the one and only time you'll ever hear these words come out of my mouth. AI generated.
I don't even know how to do that.
Oh.
You talk into the microphone, and then your computer will make it happen.
Wait, you just know how to AI generate long-winded video descriptions?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh, yeah, by the way, are we still doing that? Because I just want to remind you, I'm against that.
We are not.
I've stopped.
He was properly shamed. Congratulations, us.
No shame.
No, I huge Braun Breaker fan. Like, love it. Love everything he does. He just blows my mind. He's one of those wrestlers for me right now. Like fucking like Johnny TB, man. Every time I see him, they remind me, oh fuck, I love this shit.
Yeah. I'd love this camera angle that they've been using that shows how fast he is.
Yeah.
Like it adds this little bit of shake every time he hits the ropes, and you can see like a motion blur while he's running.
It really sells the Moida.
It does.
I also apologize for interrupting. It's just I looked at my watch, and once again we have to mention our sponsor, Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys.
Oh,
yes.
oh yeah. Okay.
We are contractually obligated to mention Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys 3 times during the show. So that I covered 2.
My favorite item to order there are the Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys.
My cuppeth runneth over with chicken.
Boys.
Yeah.
With a Z.
With a Z. Remember.
Copyright pending.
Yeah,
Remember.
like In the Hood or To Men.
It's with a Z. Yeah. Yeah. Braun murdered Ricochet. And then...
With a Z.
With a Z.
You can get your Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys friendship bracelets.
By taking the one he has.
I think there might be more. I don't know if this is the only one in existence. I'll find out.
We'll make merch.
All right. Yeah, my whole that.
Yeah.
You made more of those? Just asking.
We'll,
Also, they're not listening to this, are they?
Maybe. But from here on out, and if they are listening, they'll be happy that I did this one. They will be referred to as the girl.
Oh,
The girl.
The girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Remind me off air, and I'll tell you the story about the girl.
Copy that.
It's a story of a girl.
I'll share this in the Slack.
Damn.
Oh,
I ain't never seen you put anything up in that yet.
I haven't yet.
No. Lurker.
It's usually what I do. I lurk. Yeah.
I already told you. You're welcome, or I'm sorry for that one.
It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, no. Highlight for this for me was the Snickers fucking cut cam with Samantha. Whoever thought of that, congratulations. You get a raise. That's wonderful.
Her reactions to Ricochet matches are fucking priceless.
Like, I've
Her
been
reactions
so
to
good.
everything are fucking.
I've been
priceless.
watching like the social media versions of all her reactions. The fact that they're popping up in show is even better.
Yeah, no.
It's like, hey, turn the camera that way just for a second.
Yeah, just capture that.
Just right before Braun does the hands-free Frankenstein off the rope.
Oh, man.
Such a beauty.
Another thing that
He'll be eating mashed potatoes this week.
Another thing I appreciated from this, I don't know.
On a scale of, I'm not doing.
On a scale of what BT said earlier,
Yeah.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think we're good. We're taking it back anyway.
This is the one that like 5 years from now, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, did you hear what these guys said 5 years ago?"
Yeah. These clowns got him.
The way you guys are talking makes it feel way worse than what it was.
It's called blowing it out of proportion or entertainment.
I mean, that is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
Sports entertainment.
We're doing it.
Sports entertainment.
So, I liked that Dragunov came out to the rescue for Ricochet, and
Which reminds me, sorry we got here early and you were dragging off in the bathroom when we got here.
Jesus.
Am I fucking up your rhythm?
A little bit.
Do you bleed every time when you're finished too?
I believe that's only Corpse Grinder.
Yeah, my jerk-off sessions are not Cannibal Corpse songs.
Yeah.
Right now, this is a
Not
this
yet.
is one big jerk off
Yeah.
session. Right
Not
now.
yet. I mean, this is a experiment in jerk off session.
Yeah, no, I felt that it made Dragunov look strong and powerful. Coming out, fucking nailing Braun Breaker with one punch, getting him over the railing, or banner, or whatever the fuck it is, barricade,
yeah.
and them being separated. Braun, coming away, grabbing at his jaw like he was really hurt.
Like, hey, you actually got me.
Yeah, it was nice. Giving a little bit of, to somebody else.
Yeah, they'll be having a match next Raw. I mean, I'm here for it. It's a good way to let Ilya face without babying.
Mm-hmm.
No. Here for also, again, Braun Breaker's involved, so I'm already invested.
Dragunov has a weird, he carries himself like a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not. He's fucking, stacked. He's ripped. He's fucking strong.
Mm-hmm.
But he's, he's got to be, 5'10"?
Yeah, it's probably a $190.
It's a little weird. Especially seeing him, not in wrestling gear.
Right, so he can never babyface because he plays on crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is a soft face turn and just establishing him as just a guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there anything else that happened on Raw that you guys wanted to talk about?
I mean, I wanted to talk about Bianca Belair and Jade.
Oh, okay.
Trying to bust out more team moves.
Yeah.
I thought the last team move was cool.
That one-
They're cycling through some.
Yeah.
Some were good. Some weren't.
I really liked the one that they won at the last pay-per-view with. That's awesome. They need to keep that in their repertoire.
Right.
But,
and then they're trying a few, but also I kind of want to see that more in tag team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make some bad team moves, right?
Yeah.
It just can't be the KC twins fucking working together
right,
in
yeah.
perfect harmony.
Well, and
Better than any other tag team does.
when you're obviously trying something out, and it doesn't always have to be as smooth as possible.
Right.
You guys are working on new material basically.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that it's not going to go perfectly every time. It makes it more believable.
Right.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Other than that, you had the Authors of Pain squash match.
Yeah.
But oh, cool. That's what we're using New Day for.
Yeah. I do like the storyline that they're doing, like how they're using Karrion Kross now. I feel like this works a lot better than what they were doing with him previously.
Yeah, which was trying to superstar him, and he's just not one. No offense.
Yeah, at least not at this point.
No.
But like him being
to me, he's one of them that missed the boat, and like scrambling to bring him up just turns into more scrambling.
He kind of reminds me, like what he's doing right now, kind of reminds me of, I can't remember his name, but they introduced him as like the devil's advocate character, like early fucking ruthless aggression era.
Right. See, listeners, this is a fun insight into having a long conversation with Aaron, because he's yet to feed us any descriptors
Malachi guy?
that we could force out.
Albino-looking motherfucker?
Not that guy.
Okay.
He came out, he basically like, he was like giving people bad advice on like what to do.
Oh, Sean O'Hare.
That guy.
Ooh,
he
nice.
kind of has
And then it's Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon, right?
he has that kind of going for him right now, or at least I'm picking that up, and I like it, of him like trying to sow dissent in the New Day, like bringing up history from like wrestling that seems to be a really a reoccurring thing that Paul seems to like to do, is reference shit that's already happened, because why not use it?
I mean, you don't drag a legend around with you and not talk about the days of yore.
Mm-hmm. You know, and I like it.
It's okay. Yeah. Main event: Damian Priest, Rey Mysterio.
Authors of Pain went over, right?
Yeah, yes,
that was on
yes,
Raw.
they
So I was like,
did.
SmackDown.
It was a squash, man. It was a squash.
Yeah. As far Karrion Kross.
Sorry, I missed some of Raw. I was, like I said, too busy having to open up that pit for Portland. A lot of two-stepping.
Right. Well, you have to come up fucking front, you pussy.
Yeah. Karrion Kross, I believe, distracted Kofi Kingston, and Woods got the pin.
Yeah.
Or, ate the pin.
Yeah. Main event was what it was. He gets to wrestle a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, yeah, no, like,
he's a superstar. Gets to wrestle, one of the few legit superstars on the roster.
Yeah. The match itself was meh.
Right, but it's Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
He does the 619. We all go yay. Right. Like I was saying earlier off air about Bryan Danielson, he wins. Everyone goes yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Fucking Drew McIntyre tried to interfere in the match, and he tried to put Damian Priest through the announcer's table, and himself got put through the announcer's table.
Which it's nice to finally watch an announce table fold.
Yeah, right.
Because they have been so strong.
They have been
in
very
the last
strong
month.
recently.
I am the table.
It keeps happening.
Shout out to my close personal friend, Matthew from Botchamania. James Hetfield is not my close. Actually, my close personal friend, James Hetfield.
Yeah.
I had to think for a second.
All right, so that's pretty much all we really want to talk about for Raw.
You had some AEW dirt you wanted to talk about?
No matter what, we got to talk about that fucking banger between Will Ospreay and Kyle O'Reilly.
Well, I mean...
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
2 gold card carrying awesome wrestlers walk into a ring, and an awesome match ensues.
Every
was shocked.
Every Will Ospreay match feels like a pay-per-view match.
Right. The man sells smacking a fool in the back of the head. That's crazy. Right. Everyone's like, yeah, do it with the blade. Oh, God, there comes the elbow.
It's so simple, but it works.
It sells
every
so good.
fucking time. It works every time. It's so good.
That dude sells you a penny for $1, and you leave smiling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's not going to leave me smiling?
What?
When he fucking beats Swerve for that belt.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't want it to happen.
I don't want it to happen either. It's way too soon.
I think that's going to happen.
I think so too. What
You
they have,
think
they
so,
have,
too?
they have a match coming up.
Yeah, Forbidden Door.
Yep. That's what I say. Where's the show at? Maybe let me smoke some more marijuana. And then maybe
That should help with your memory
That'll
recall.
jar my memory on that one.
It's going to be in Long Island, New York.
Oh.
Forbidden Door.
It's like a
Long
regular island, but longer.
Yes, and maybe Matt Cardona will be there. I think he might. He's hurt, so I don't know if he'll be ready by then. Maybe Pete Davidson will be there.
Island. Jesus.
Staten Island. That's all I got. Oh, that's Long Island. Sorry, Staten Island is a different thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Forbidden Door. That'll be very interesting.
But to get back to you, I agree with you. It's too soon for Will Ospreay.
Yeah, no, it's way too.
It's not.
Well,
it's not too soon.
It's too soon
to
for
take the belt
fucking
off of
Swerve. Like, no, he deserves a longer title reign.
It's actually boringly too late for Will Ospreay, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, no, he's held a world championship, right? Or
I mean,
just
not in this country.
Well, but that I meant like in New Japan.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Slapping somebody upside the head, popular worldwide.
I don't know how they're gonna do this, but I really don't want Swerve to lose. I don't want Ospreay to lose either, but I don't want time limit draw.
I don't know. It just seems to me that Coach TK
All right.
has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
He just smiles and loves his little figurines and pumps out checks.
I mean, yeah,
and that's the thing. Oh, yep, come on. Well, oh yeah, I'll do that for you. Oh yeah, I'll do that for you. Oh, you want to be champ? Okay, sign. We'll make you champ.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I'll put the belt on this one, and then no kiss.
And Coach TK, if you're listening, I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice. Mercedes is not Monet.
No, she is not.
No, I mean, it's definitely money out.
It is definitely money out.
Oh,
Man.
Willow.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that, fucking Monet's promo from Dynamite? It's garbage.
Yes.
It's fucking bad. And in it basically did the job of sweeping Willow out of her way, like, oh, I'm done with this now. Chris Statlander, she's all yours. You guys can have a fight. Go, Willow. You're gonna kick her ass, but you're no longer my problem. And it's like, fuck you, bitch.
Right. Then who's her problem? Tony? Do you want to see that match?
No.
Yeah,
I don't.
right.
Oh, I want to see Toni Storm.
Yeah.
I want to see Toni Storm wrestle anybody right now because she's doing the best fucking work she's ever done in her career.
Agreed.
And people do like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's fucking good.
It is one of the most over things they have on AEW right now. And
Chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. Oh.
And they don't necessarily have, I don't want to say gimmick wrestlers, but you have an Orange Cassidy. Danhausen is no longer with the company. No matter what.
I like that you said you didn't want to say
no
gimmick
with AEW.
wrestlers, and then you just started listing them.
Gentleman Jarvis Cottonbelly.
Dude.
Supermoon Mad Magoon.
How is
Curry
Danhausen not with them anymore? Like what? How did they? I know he had a fucking
he's
broken arm
evil.
for a while. Yeah,
He's also very nice. That's my close personal friend Danhausen,
they should have.
who
done
actually
more.
was very nice. Were you there?
Yeah.
I think you were right next.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. He was very, very nice to me. He broke character.
Yeah, no, he was not in character. And
For
that kind
everybody-
of bugged me.
Well, He was for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I hate when they're guys, like normal guys.
Well, I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk to the very, very nice, very evil Danhausen, and I made a suggestion from him.
Well, put on some
was
stretchy underwear and get to work.
That's right. We let BT meet a celebrity.
Yeah.
And you can only imagine how this went.
He's like, I hear you have dead people things. I also have dead people things.
I told him, I was like, you should sell teeth, and he was like, I kind of need the teeth to
do the bit.
Right. And I was like, just buy teeth and sell them.
So like a
You'll
cyclical
make a profit.
tooth exchange.
Yeah.
No.
Man.
No,
Tony Khan fucked up with Danhausen.
I'm going to say that the same thing. I bought my gimmicks, got my picture, did the thing, and giving him the money, and I gave him, let's just say, all of us here at the Getting Color Commentary podcast tip very well.
Oh, yeah. You want us to hang out at your establishment. I guarantee it.
I gave Danhausen a little bit extra of the human monies. And he's like, this is way too much. And I'm like, no, I want you to have my money. Isn't this the whole thing? I want you to have my money.
Right. Like, I get to give it directly to you.
Yeah.
So, again, he was very nice. I guess I caught him on a not a very evil day.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
But, agreed. I just don't know if they knew what to do with him. And yeah, he shows up, he got hurt. He was able to wrestle, and then he got hurt again. But you have a star there, no matter. Cool, he's hurt. Look at who your fucking top merchandise sellers for the year were.
As a bonus, he's all over Pacific Northwest lower wrestling cards.
Sure.
All over it.
He's only on one prestige show.
Yes.
I kind of want to go to that just to see him, but
that would require you going to something.
That would require me going to something. That'd probably also require me taking a day off of work.
Yeah, I'm off those days.
Are you?
Yes, I have my mother, Father Lloyd. is coming to town to visit. I was actually thinking about taking Mother, Father Lloyd.
Yeah.
To the event.
Ooh.
I asked, and she said she's like that was actually pretty cool. And obviously, Mother, Father Lloyd has grown up with me my entire life.
Yes.
So it's no surprise. I'm like, oh, hey, you're in town. There's a wrestling thing going on. Do you maybe want to go see
Remember
wrestling?
when I was playing in the living room and you were like, who's winning, son? No, we can do it for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other thing in AEW on with Wheeler Yuta's coming back.
I can't wait for that.
The slack blew up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna get bloody. John Moxley's been saving up his blood budget just for this.
Yeah, no, he hasn't bled in a while.
No,
yeah, right. Like, yeah,
there was a while where it was
maybe
every single match.
Well, I think all the hot dog fat in his fucking bloodstream is just congealing.
Instantly coagulates
it makes it hard for him to bleed. It's possible.
He just rubs the Hebrew National on it and it fixes it.
Oh, there's a Renee joke in there somewhere. I'll let you, the listener, get to your own conclusions.
That'd be fun if Mox went on the what's his name? Fucking
RJ
something.
City?
Yeah. And
how did you pull that out of that cesspool of not information?
You know that well, sir, I hate to say this. We all spend too much fucking time together.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, no, if he went on Renee and RJ City's new YouTube show where
the cooking show.
Yeah. And
the eating show.
And all he did was eat hot dogs.
But just in the background.
Right. They're eating like 5-star French food.
Yeah. And he's just like cold out of the package, just like.
He's like, hey, after this, you want to go to Costco?
Anything else for AEW?
Yeah, no, not really. Statlander going heel finally. So nice warm up to that. We'll see if that bears fruit.
Oh shit, Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys.
Oh yes,
yeah.
They sell Uncles, Daddies, and Chicken Boys.
Yes, you can get the John Moxley chicken dog.
They sell them all individually or all in one thing.
Yeah, it's just a regular hot dog with a bunch of blood on one side of it.
It's just ketchup. Wink, wink.
Real ketchup. Cry me a river.
I mean, it's not like we're dipping our fingers in beer and then, whoa. Definitely let's not talk about that.
Also,
That's a-
when you're done washing them, I got a high five for you.
We know some depraved people, sir.
Oh, man.
That aren't just me. Yay!
True.
I don't think any of our listeners are going to get that.
Oh, I hope they don't. Good. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's all I got for AEW, man.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about? Anything else?
Clash of the Castle's coming up. It's really fucking soon, too.
It's this Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's the 15th, I think.
What's the number, BT?
Yeah. Oh, that's your job.
Oh, no. His cup runneth over.
Uh-huh. With numbers.
Let's see.
Clash Piper gets the match I've been telling you all that this is happening for. Yeah, wow, amazing. Who knew except anybody.
Oh, Piper getting her match, and you're not happy about it?
Oh, I'm very happy.
You're not dragging off right now?
No, I will be dragging off during the match. Because those are the Clash of the Hams that I want to see.
So, yeah, Clash...
Patent pending on Clash of the Hams.
Ham at the Castle will be happening on the 15th of June.
Ham at the Castle, you are correct.
Piper's not winning.
Oh, absolutely not.
I want to see her. I
Put it
want to
this
see
way.
her win a title.
I'm not putting a hat on this, but absolutely not.
Well, I mean, speaking of Piper putting a hat on things, her putting down Naomi. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks... that
was
you just
gnarly.
right on her head, huh? Okay, cool.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're recording a show before that, right?
Before this Saturday?
Is it
Oh,
this
no,
Saturday? The
before
15th.
Yeah, we'll be doing something.
Yeah.
Cool. We should do a predictions.
Yes, that's usually how this works. We
No,
do a show.
yeah.
There's the
Just
pay-per-view
saying.
coming up.
Just
We do
saying.
predictions for the pay-per-view. There's a format. Most wrestling podcasts kind of have the same general format in most aspects.
So, yeah, usually.
Our general format is sheer chaos.
It's called,
it's a little
hey, is there a bottle of Tullamore Dew in my hand or not? We'll let the listeners decide.
We'll start recording when there's just a bottle in your hand.
Hey, I don't even fucking get the glass anymore. It's straight out the bottle because Father Lloyd is a classy fella.
Yep.
Cares about the environment and the turtles and everything.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, see?
Turtles are cool.
Yeah, I didn't just make
I like
that up.
turtles.
Tortoises as well.
Well, no.
Fuck them, man.
I like turtle.
No,
I
tortoises.
like turtles with feet.
Yo, this is like Peppa Pig, Bluey, fucking beast,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Tortoises, no.
No, if you're touching sand that far inland, you're not even a turtle anymore. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I bet you like crocodiles more than gators too, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them.
Okay, you know what? We've done the allotted amount of time, Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys. We're not going to do a 3-hour show. Nobody has anything to add to this about wrestling.
No,
yeah.
covered
I
it all.
mean, we could talk about, hey, we're going to see Buckethead tomorrow. We're
Yeah.
very stoked for that.
Noodles, boops, and poops.
That'll be a good time. What else? Nothing else really. Oh, you know what? We should talk about.
Huh.
And I will be there. I don't think you will, but we will be attending Prestige Wrestling on Friday.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. That'll be a good time.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
I'll fill you in on all the details.
Sweet.
But yeah, that should be good. Are you going to be there?
No, I'm working.
Well, okay, fair enough.
If I knew that Prestige was happening at
On the same day at the other the place where we have to definitely do not talk about on air.
We don't need you crazy motherfuckers coming and finding us while we're working.
I got enough
asking for autographs.
Wait, I thought that only happens to me.
Hey,
It does only happen to you.
it does. One of these days,
Unless that's the explanation for all the middle fingers I get when I drive around town.
I mean, that might be.
What, because I'm in the car?
One of these days, we too will be like you, sir, and be hanging out at a local indie wrestling show and have somebody recognize us via our voice.
Fair.
And be happy to see us.
Hey, I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone. Just saying. Yeah. That being said, BT, do the thing. Tell them, where can they find us?
You can find us
Where are we?
wherever you find podcasts. Apple, Spotify, Stitcher.
Are we on Stitcher?
No,
Is
Stitcher's
Stitcher-
defunct.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Caught him.
Fucking Google Podcast is also defunct.
Oh.
There's a lot of podcast. What are they called? Distributors or whatever. Going out of business is bullshit. Yeah, you can find us wherever you find podcasts. You can find us on fucking YouTube.
Chances are that's how you're hearing about this.
Yeah, probably.
We hope. We hope you're hearing about it.
I mean, yeah, I hope.
We also hope you're hearing about Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys.
Yeah.
Right. If you're ever in Belgium, one guy will tell you about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Three guys.
3 guys.
There are 3 of them.
We want to thank our Belgian contingency.
Yeah. Yes.
We want to thank our people in Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waffles
France.
and potatoes to you all.
Oh,
We got some French
Oh.
listener.
With some French listener?
Por favor.
That kind of sounds hot.
France, put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Hey, when we get to the house, I just gotta let you know I'm into French listening. What? Okay. Does it hurt? Is it gross?
I mean, that sounds like some ASMR shit.
Liquid Death, Jägermeister, Copper Hammer.
Yes.
Yeah, nailed him.
Oh, fuck it. Who did I say I really needed?
Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys?
No, it wasn't Uncle Daddy's Chicken Boys. We don't have to talk about them anymore. The contract has been legally met.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
No, when we were stopping by the store earlier, I was like, "What do I need? I need a sponsor from somebody," and I can't remember what the fuck it was now. And it wasn't one of the usual ones. Anywho, you know what? If you got free shit and want to give it to us, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, if we don't like it, we'll give it back to you in like some sort of dumb raffle about counting fucks or something.
Yeah.
By the way,
count my fucks.
And on that,
yes.
Catch you later, Bill and Ted's.